What is happening is that Nigerian military has been rubbished recently. This kind of warning from the military has redefined Nigeria, military, as per se, because it is our right, it's the individual right, every Nigerian's right to protest bad governance and leadership. People are coming out, youths, the elderly, the middle-aged are coming out with many counts and counts of accusation against this government, and the government of Tinubu has not been able to correct those anomalies. It is right of every citizen to protest when the situation is getting bad by the day. The government is not doing anything about it. So I don't see all those security apparatus in Nigeria coming out to warn the protesters. Well, it is right, it's encoded, it's embedded in our own constitution that when things goes wrong like this, things go wrong like this, you don't need to shoot protesters, you don't need to warn them. One in my foot, one in my foot. Those soldiers that are sending one across, is it not affecting them? Is it because Oga General is in the office receiving the same salary with Tinubu? Because a general in the army is equivalent to Mr. President. That's it. That's the level of hierarchy in army military hierarchy. Yes, a general is equivalent to president. So the salary Tinubu is earning is the salary General Lagbaja is earning. That's why Lagbaja has that kind of prerogative to come out and start to warning people saying they should not protest. What do you mean? What happened in 1966 is what is happening currently. People actually thought that Chuma Kanino Zog and Hassan Katsina and Colonel Ifajina just all of a sudden start going about shooting people. No, they killed those politicians because of what Tinubu led what government is doing currently. People don't read at all. People are history blind. The government of the day in 1960s was rubbish. They started making business, privatized Nigerian government, stealing money, political profiteering going on in Nigeria in 1966. And that was what orchestrated the first bloodiest coup ever staged in Nigeria. And it has begun to what? Resurrect again in this government of Tinubu. And Tinubu is being so self-conceited and pompous. He's not even listening to advice and criticism. He's just coming out to tell people that if they come out, he's going to shoot them. Soldier is going to shoot them. I read it over time and over time on social media. It shouldn't be just that venomous in talking. You use what? You speak constructively to your subjects. What Tinubu is trying to profile here is that we are not running a democratic system of government, but monarchy. Monarchy is by rulership. Yes, it's a position that is very divine and sacrosanct because it is by God and the inheritance. A democratic society or dispensation is people made choice. People put you there. And you must make sure that you serve the people. It's all about stewardship. It's all about stewardship. But we're not seeing it here. What we are witnessing here is self-conceited political elements, trying to tell Nigeria that their pomposity has gotten out of hand. Look at what Wike is saying at FCT. How pompous, how wicked Wike is. Telling people that they should not near Abuja. So now Wike Papa get Abuja. Is Wike from Abuja? Wike has ceased from denying his Igbo nation. He's now naturalizing in Bari land. As far as I'm concerned, Abuja is Bari land. So Wike is trying to threaten Nigerians not to come to FCT or not to protest. Because the people in Rivers State, they allow all his excesses thrived during his tenure as a governor. He become what? A terror. Wike become what? A lord of terror. A monstrous extremist. Yes. He was over-radicalized by the system over there because they enthroned him as the god of the Iqueres, the god of the Calabaris, the god of the Ejos. That's why he is thinking that he will just generalize it because he's now governor of Abuja State. As far as I'm concerned, Abuja is not a city anymore. Provided the Abuja, I know, under Nigerian constitution, eluded Obi that won more than 68%. It is only 25-30 that is required for somebody to win an election there. And Igbo man scored 68. Tinubu that scored 15 become president. These are the people that pushed Obi out of his mandate during 2023 presidential election.
No. President Tinubu says when he protested, he was not violent.
Okay, when he protested, he was not violent. Somebody must be saying this online. Let me tell you, Tinubu was criticizing Jonathan, and Nigerian people are what? Criticizing and criticizing, enumerating many counts from where he is getting it wrong. And this time around, nobody has yet protested. So what he said by inviting Femi Falana, Wole Soyinka, Joe Odumaki, and so on and so forth, has even made him the bloodiest protester. He committed treasonable felony when he said he threatened Jonathan of what? Running a parallel government. That is a treasonable felony. So I don't know who is defending Tinubu that he was not bloody. See, Tinubu should be very constructive on talking to people, the masses this time around, that if they protest, the military will go after them. That is shoot at sight. Oga, no man is an island. Nigerian nation, I know, if everybody come out en mass, not even a bullet could come out from a single soldier or policeman. Because when they see the amount of crowd coming, what will happen is that they will all take to their heels. Mbomboso, that will be worse than fire on the mountain. Yes, because we Nigerians, we have been so complacent, docile over the years. That's why Nigerian politicians are mess, committing all manner of mess, fouling the air, still standing. I don't know why Nigerians are this overplacated. I don't know what they are giving them. I don't know the kind of money Nigerian politicians are giving out to the members of the public that brings about this overdosability. Nigerians are not coming out to take what is their own from these political juggernauts, political bigotries, ethnic bigots that have hijacked Nigerian polity over the years, calling themselves APC. What is the meaning of APC? APC is meant to give to little chicken that is suffering from feverish condition by me and Becca. All progressive. What do you mean by all progressive? What is the meaning of that all? Huh? Okay? All I know is that a garrison of bandits hijacked power in 2015. Immediately, Jonathan freed himself. A garrison of bandits, they hijacked power. At least seizing the political terrain of Nigerian corruption, doing whatsoever they like at the high places, stealing and the bagging out in billions, our commonwealth. So what I'm trying to say this time around is that nobody should retract from coming out to say what he wants to say. Sorosoke Kusie Ike.
With the situation of Nigeria today, is protest the best way to address the issue?
Okay, that's the only way. It is the only way because we have fought war before and we know the fate of war. Okay, it's only Yoruba that did not fight another tribe in Nigeria. If you ask Igbo man will tell you, say, protest is the only weapon you will use. Because Igbo man has felt the war, the bad side of war, and the good side of the war. And after the war itself, starts from 1970, Igbo man is still fighting the war of the mind with the Hausa and Fulani hegemonies. They started bringing us down economically, politically. Commercial-wise today, the southeastern Nigeria is just looking for much development for commercial activities to be allowed in the southeastern Nigeria. The Fulani, the Yoruba hegemony, they hijack the seaports, all the wharf across the country, along the coastal line of Biafra, along the Bight of Bonny. They don't want any other wharf or what do you call it, port to kick off there, because Igbo man is what? Is doing well on entrepreneurship. That's why they don't want to dredge Calabar. Although Calabar seaport is far deeper than Apapa port here. Yet they don't want it to kick off because they know that if it kicks off, Igbo man will be doing well there. They allow us to clear our goods here, containers, pay them trillions here, and we keep on paying from the wharf into the hinterland, paying tolls. So why not dredge the seaport in Warri, the one in River State, the one in Bayelsa, dredging River Niger from Onitsha, emptying it into the Atlantic Ocean, so that ships will be coming, containers loads and loads of cargo ship will be coming to Onitsha. But they want you to come and pay here. You will be paying this place. Okay, let me tell you. The only way that Igbo man knows is protest. We've seen what it takes to fight war. And one thing again I want to tell everybody in Nigeria is that Igbo man is not afraid of war. We've seen it all. Nigeria fought us with sophisticated weapons. We rebound. We did not even retreat. We resisted them with machetes, cutlass, sticks, obunigbe, and the rest of other weapons. I don't know what I understand. We lay our hand on, manufactured by us. There are many of us that are into that technology. So Igbo man has seen it all. 4-1, 4-armed. This government is an illegitimate government. A government based on illegitimacy could never go far. Nigerians are too history blind. That's why they could not even remember the past. They leverage on what they see presently with their naked eyes. But if they could go by the history, they will know that the people that fought war, civil war, could not fight it two times. It is only wars. I've never seen civil war escalating in a country that had fought the first civil war 57 years ago, succeeding.
So who are the sponsors of this protest?
The sponsor of this protest is bad governance. Sponsors of this government is governors in the southeast.
Protest.
Yes, manipulating and killing the Igbo youths. The sponsors of this protest is bad governance coming out from Tinubu government. Over taxation, billing people. The sponsors of this protest is incarceration of Ohaneze chief Eze Ohaneze that made statement to make sure that the motopark touts miscreants in Lagos State could not continue destroying Igbo man's property. They lock him there. He has not come out from incarceration. The sponsorship of this sponsors of this protest is based on the fact that Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu are doing the same agitation transaction, and Igboho was freed. Tinubu living in Nnamdi Kanu there in confinement. That is how the protest is going to be. We don't want someone to tell us that this is my brother, while we are running a federal setup in Nigeria. It is no longer a true federalism. So it's not sponsored by any human being. It is sponsored by people that are doing bad to Nigerians. It is an abstract something. Abstract is something you cannot see. So that is how it will be. The sponsors are abstract.
Politicians are leaving the country. The airport is filled with politicians. They're escaping from the country. How will they dialogue with the protesters?
Jesus Christ is the Lord. I read where Cheyi Makinde of all people, a good man, the governor of Oyo State, is relinquishing power to his deputy. It's like something is going to happen because Cheyi Makinde himself, who is Cheyi Makinde? If you study Cheyi Makinde's governorship in Oyo State leadership, Cheyi Makinde is doing well. This is a man, we know how he paid salaries. This is a man I know is not owing workers in Oyo State. Cheyi Makinde is doing absolutely well. But what is it that has happened that Cheyi Makinde is handing over to his deputy? When they foul the chickens mess or foul the air, what do? They take off. Because they pretend that the earth is after them. They abscond. So not only Cheyi Makinde, there are many of them this time around that are bolting out of the country. But absconding into Europe, America could not stop rage. Rage is like wildfire. A volcano that is about to explode. They should do something earlier to stop their excesses, all those counts that the protesters enumerated. Those are the anomalies in the leadership of the country currently.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. The policies of the government.
Hunger in the land, policies of the government. For 1 year, the policies have been carrying us along. And this government has been covered by different ethnic groups. You name it. The politicians, when they get there, we have in Senate, we have all the tribes represented there. In the House, they have all of them represented there. The governors also have their own stake. And onset, the president has one time without number relinquished money to salvage this issue. The question, who and how was this money thought for this thing to skyrocket to this point that people wants to go on rioting? It's very, very embarrassing to any government. The president cannot be everywhere at, 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 at a given time. And that is why you have a lot of lieutenants around him. And now that the lieutenants have failed him and not giving him a good report,
His aides,
his
advisors have failed.
advice, yes, they have failed him because they're not giving him a good report, a good situation of what is on the ground. They keep covering it up until this thing now skyrocketed to this point. Nobody will tell me that we are not in this country to see what is going on. How much has been pushed out? Food stuff, this and that. Is it going to the right source? Is it not the same our people? I am not tribalistic. As I say, hey, Yoruba, Igbo, Calabar, we are all in this mess. Yes, I like the hunger that Tinubu has brought to humiliate us so that we come back to our senses.
So when we come back to our senses, what should we do?
Yes, so that we'll now strive ourselves back to the Almighty God. When Moses was leading a nation and we're going to war, when they go to this type of war that we are facing now, the governors are supposed to help. The ministers are supposed to help are busy and coffee this money for their own use, their own private use, not to their even immediate family, to their own selfish use, because they are using it for what? To appease their gods and their demons. This loot, they are not using it to do anything, to appease their demons and the forces in the dark places. Now the question is, what is answering them the question? Who will save you now? The demonstration is not arranged by anybody. It is the handwork of God, and no man can change the handwork of God. Even the churches cannot change it because we are all involved in this rubbish. It is God that is fighting for the masses now. The military, as you see them talking, they know that they cannot raise an arm to shoot anybody that very day. It's a natural phenomenon. It started in where? In Kenya. But the mistake the Kenyan government did was to do what? To press the trigger against this protest. And that is why it persists up to tomorrow. So for Tinubu to use his brain, his sense, should allow them to do that protest. Let no military, no force, so that if the ministers and the governors and the aides will learn a lesson, that anything due to your citizenry, give it to them. Don't use it to appease your demon. Don't use it to appease your God. Your God cannot save you. Their God cannot save you. That's why they are running away. Why are they running away? There's nowhere they can run to. God is everywhere. God is everywhere. There's nowhere they can run to. This fight is not the masses fight, because for the masses also, they are also victims of the whole issue. We are all victims. We are all victims. So there's nowhere we can run to. Nowhere the governors can run to. Nowhere the ministers can run to. There's nowhere they can run to. We are nowhere for we to run to, because the only thing is we have to aid the person God has brought to us. It is the Tinubu came there for God. No, it is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our sight. So the only thing is to make sure you aid him, not to castrate him down. But this was supposed to aid him now and sabotage him. We're supposed to push him up and sabotage him. And now they are running away. Where are they going to run to? They will meet their doom there.
They meet their doom there.
Yes, they will meet their doom there. The forces will be there. See Kenya, what Kenya is suffering now. The president said he didn't do anything about it. Nnamdi Kanu. And now he's now seeing the doom in his country. He must resign before this month runs out. If he don't resign, the problem will come up. What problem? It is with the Nigerian stock. No amount of military men. We all tested this arm. We all carried it one time or the other. But when you see with the hand of God, you see when we go to the front, you see some people with this charm, eh, lie down as dead body. People with charm, thinking that that will protect them. You see them as cops. Why did that charm protect them? So these people that are running away, their demons, their gods, their forces cannot protect them. They just come back and beg this nation, beg the citizens. Yes, we have done wrong. Please, we will do the right thing.
Yeah, they should come and speak to, not
Yes,
running away.
not running away. Please, we have seen what is going on. Not by the power of our masses, because our masses are also rubbish. Our minds are not clear. It is what we get. That is what we're shouting. What we'll get it. We'll sit aside. Eh? They should come down and say, yes, we have done wrong. Can you imagine the junior one talking to an elder anyhow in a country like this? You see the country being divided into various barracks, states. How they will federate? How can Yoruba, Ogun State, federate with Ondo State? Yoruba to Yoruba. Is it the federal structure? The federal structure is the southeast as a whole federate with the northwest, and that is why they are divided into 6 geographical zones. It's something to start on 6 geographical zones. They want what they will eat, and now all they have eaten now they will vomit it.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Yes, thank you.